Welcome to Fashionably Broke.
I'm kidding, don't use that.
Just wear whatever the hell you
Like,
want.
literally just...
We're living on a McDonald's budget.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you have to dress like it.
Hey guys, you know the drill. Welcome back to Fashionably Broke Podcast. We're at episode 104. I feel like we're already a year into 2025. I want to just talk about this really quickly. Last week was, I think, the longest week I've ever experienced in life. Last week, last Sunday, not like this past Sunday, like the Sunday before that, TikTok went away and then came back.
Right.
By the time we hit Wednesday, I was like, no, that happened 2 weeks ago.
I've lived 12 lives.
No. It happened two days ago.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we hit Friday, I was like, that happened a month ago.
Right. No.
It had only been 5 days.
Yeah, not even a week. Not even a full 7 days.
5 days. Just the longest week of my entire life.
Yeah, I can feel that. Honestly, January is just such a long freaking, actually
It's
a long
so
month,
long.
Day-wise. But also, I feel like just after the holidays of, go, 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 and then you're finally just,
doing
nothing kind of ish, it's so what now? What's next?
There have been so many weekends in this month. It's insane. Because I'm thinking about it. But I also think it's because New Year's is throwing me off. New Year's seems like it was a weekend. It wasn't. But, I've literally already experienced 4 weekends in January. But, It feels like I've experienced 17.
It's just been a long one. It's been a long one. And I'm ready for it to wrap up.
Yeah, well, this weekend, it's February 1st. But to wrap it up, Kassidy, your highs and lows, your weekend recap, what's been going on. I feel like we've been talking, but, I don't know. It also feels like it's been, a year.
Yeah, no, I agree. Weekend recap, I had my grandpa's 80th birthday. That was so much fun. It was good to see everyone. Everyone surprised him Saturday night. He had
how sweet.
Absolutely no freaking idea. And it's so funny, in the video, if you look really hard, because it was really dark in the restaurant, we yell happy birthday, and he turns and looks behind him and is who are they talking to? And we're like, no, we're talking to you. And then he realized it was everyone. So that was really fun,
How
a memorable
sweet.
weekend.
Yeah.
So that's probably my high as well. It was just good to see the whole fam. I hadn't seen some of those people in forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then my low, Dallas is not here with me, and it's so freaking quiet without her here. It's
You didn't
crazy.
take her back with you?
No, because I'll be traveling for almost a week and a half starting Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Our
she stayed.
Our schedule's going to be different.
Yeah, she stayed with my parents, and it's just I never know actually how quiet it is without her here. I just found myself just looking around today. I'm all right, now what? So I'm already ready to get her back, and I left her yesterday. So, but that's about all. Maddie, your weekend recap, highs, lows. What have you been up to?
Okay, so to start off, this is all lows, okay? It's only freaking lows this week, and I hate to be Miss Debbie Downer, but buckle up because you're about to be Debbie'd and downed. Number one, my car took an absolute shit on me. Mm-hmm. Absolute shit. So, we talked about it did we talk about it in last week's episode? No, we didn't.
I don't think so.
So, okay, last week, and I know we touched on this last week, it was in the, single digits here in Nashville, 8 degrees last week. Monday was super cold. Tuesday was really cold. And Wednesday was really cold. Mm-hmm. So Monday morning, I'm driving to work, and it was 9 degrees. dropped down to like 8 or 7 once I like got into Nashville. Well, I was like 5 minutes away from work, and then this huge scary warning sign came on my dashboard, and it literally said service alert, like electronic throttle fail, like get serviced, basically. And I was like, what? And I was on like the busiest, like most dangerous part of the interstate where like a million wrecks happen. Like it's just like don't pull over. Like you just can't pull over there.
Right.
And not because it's like scary dangerous, just like it's like a blind corner, it's a ramp, like you can't,
too much traffic.
You can't stop. So it's like I'm literally 5 minutes away, like my car's still going. So I'm just gonna like cautiously just drive straight to work. So I like called Morgan and I was like, hey, this came on, like, should I have my car towed? Like, I drove it to work because I was 5 minutes away. Like, what should I do? And he's like, well, okay, I'm going to do some research. And basically, like, we restarted it where, like, you fully reset, you know, the, like, dash and everything. So I drove it home that night, and it was fine. Like, nothing popped up again. Like, basically, like, that symbol went away.
Right.
So then Tuesday, I was like, well, it seemed fine to, like, drive home. I think it was just, like, super, super, super cold. So, like, that's why the sign came up. And then, like, I think Tuesday it was like, 12. So, it was a few degrees warmer. So, I was like, okay, well, like, we'll just drive it to work and just see what happens. So, I drove it to work totally fine. No service thing, nothing came on.
Right.
And then on Tuesday evening, I was supposed to have dinner with Morgan and one of his friends. And my car didn't start. And then I was like, okay, whoa. Let's try this again. Because I have, like, a push to start, you know, as everyone does nowadays.
Right.
And so I, like, tried it again. And then it, like, slowly came on. Like, it, like, lagged and then it came on. But then it, like, literally felt like my engine was, like, jumping. Because, like, you know when, like, you can't start a car and it's, like, and, like, okay, I can't start the car. Like, the car isn't starting. But then, like, I turned it on. It didn't make that noise the second time. But then, like, it literally felt like my car was jumping. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. And I was like, that's not good. So, immediately call again. Because I was like, should I drive my car? Like, it's supposed to drop even more. We're supposed to go to dinner. Like, not close to our house. And he's like, no, just, like, sit in it for a really long time. Like, let it warm up. Like, make sure that light doesn't come on, whatever. Have dinner. Sorry, this is a really long story. Have dinner. And then you and I were talking on the phone the entire almost 40-minute ride home. I think it was, like, our phone call was, like, 37 minutes.
Yeah.
As soon as I pull into the neighborhood, the goddamn warning sign came on. So I was like, okay, well, screw this. Like, as soon as Morgan got home, I was like, hey, it came on again. So then he was like, okay, well, I'll just take your car to get looked at. And so he was going to have a friend look at it that, like, works on, like, Jeeps. Like, that's, like, his thing. He's a mechanic. And so he was, like, running codes on it. And he's like, yeah, I think that you need to take it in. He's like, I think it might be, like, a little bit past, like, stuff that I could fix, like, potentially fix. Oh, my God. Everything was wrong with it.
No, this is giving me PTSD. I mean, PTSD
Everything.
to the max of the exact same Jeep.
And so I just had a full mental breakdown all last week. The cost of repairs. Also, I'm sorry, a dealership was trying to make me pay $558 for a battery. I'm flipping you the bird. Like, no, absolutely. Are you kidding? That's a joke.
Yeah.
Like, that is, like, actually a joke. Like, I looked at that and I was like, laugh out loud. Obviously, there was some other things on there that I was like, oh shit, like, that kind of sounds serious. But I went into, like, full Karen mode. I went into full Karen mode when, like, the lady called me on the phone to, like, go through everything that was wrong with my car. Well, last year, exactly a year ago, my car broke down and it started, like, spewing oil everywhere. And So as she was, like, talking through, I just, like, cut her off, and I'm like, hold on. I want you to look at my file, because my car broke down exactly a year ago, and she was telling me about some oil thing that was wrong. And I was like, I just want to make sure that this isn't the same mistake, because if it is, like, I'm not paying for it. Y'all are fixing it right now. It wasn't the same. And so, yeah, now I basically had to, like, pick and choose what I got fixed, because I'm not paying $558 for a battery. No, thank you. I'll go buy myself a battery, and I will change it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to pay that much. So, like, there were some things that, like, I didn't have to get done, because they also said,
just, like, recommended.
Yeah, because they also said, like, my shocks were, like, leaking, and so, like, it technically, like, failed the inspection, but we were pretty much like, well, it's not, like, the main thing, so. Still, thousands of dollars later, I pick up my car tomorrow.
Oh, so your car's been in the shop?
Yeah, my car's been in the shop for a week, since Wednesday.
Oh, shoot, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, I haven't had my car.
What have you been driving?
I've been driving Morgan's truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've been driving that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for you, because 2 years ago, I was in that exact same position where I couldn't drive more than 20 minutes without my car smoking and overheating. And need be, my parents don't live anywhere near here. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have many guys who can help me. So trying to get home when I could only go 20 minutes without my car overheating, it was the worst thing possible. Yeah. And then it's just like, you have to make a decision, like, do I repair all of this? Like, is my car even worth this? Like, what do I do?
Well, so the thing is my car's not. That's why, number one, we didn't get everything fixed.
Right.
We got, like, basically, we got, like, everything that had to do with my engine. Like, everything wrong with my engine, we got fixed.
Right.
Everything else, like, wasn't the stuff that was throwing the codes. So, I just needed some time. I need more time, because technically I'm still a Texas resident, too. Mm-hmm. Like, I still have my Texas license, like, my Texas ID. So I think that, like, the smart move is for me to, like, change my residency so I can buy a car in Tennessee instead of figure out how the hell I'm supposed to get it registered. And that's just, like, a ton of paperwork. And then we had to do some budgeting. New year, I'm budgeting. That's pretty much what I did this weekend. Had many business meetings with my father to figure some shit out.
Yeah, those are never fun. I have those with my mom as well, and they're just...
It's a tough weekend.
Yeah,
very, very, very tough weekend. Saturday.
Hey, you made it through. You made it through, and we are now on the ups.
Yeah.
We're on the ups.
Yeah. And so that's pretty much life update. What the hell's been going on? Pretty much all lows. Not really many highs.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. I just...
Not really. Well, okay, what sucks too, like, this all comes at a really bad time. Okay, Kassidy and I have had, like, a lot of conversations, like, off the pod about, like, budgeting, like, money and all of that. Kassidy has always been, like, very savvy, very, like, conscious about, like, spending, and then, like, her parents, which, shout out to Miss Camerino, shout out to Kitty, on, like, teaching you budgeting, like, early on. Me, not so much. Nothing against my parents at all. I think this is also, like, almost like a gap, like a generational gap to some extent, because I think that, like, my parents and then other people that, like, I've spoke with that are, you know, generations older than me, they always just kind of was like, well, it's common sense. Like, what do you mean? You didn't know. Like, we've known, and we've been doing it. We expected everyone y'all's age to be doing this. And I was like, no.
Yeah, and let's actually hit on budgeting for a second. I know that's not on our list of things to talk about, but like, I mean, I think that's definitely a thing. Is you've either been budgeting since the time you can remember, or like you've never done it before.
Yeah.
And like some of my friends here are even dealing with that now, being like, I've got to change something. I've got to get on a budget. Like, what have you been doing? How do you look at your money? And let me tell you, I'm not the queen of budgeting. I am not, but we also have to remember that my mom, for I don't know how many years, was a financial analyst.
Yeah.
Like, got her degree in financing, so like that's her thing. And like from the second I made $1, it's like, oh, where's this dollar going? Where's this? Where's that? And like, let me tell you, which it's gotten better over the past like probably like a year and a half back. Everything's been good, but we would get into like fights over budgeting and being like, I'm in my 20s. I want to live my life. I don't understand why I have to save so much freaking money.
Don't live your life, save money. Don't live your life, save money. Because like my parents are extremely, like my dad specifically is like very good with money and like always has been. And like I even feel like to a certain extent like my sisters are, or like my younger sister is at least. Because, like, growing up, my parents are always like, okay, if you got money for Christmas, like, you have to put half of it into savings. Me, I never did. I was terrible at it. I was terrible at saving money and just, like, not that I would just throw money around, but, like, to me, it's one of those things where it's, like, it's a planning for, like, the future, and I'm not the best at that. My brain just doesn't work like that.
Right.
And so... I mean, like, now I definitely feel, like, good, and I'm on a plan to, like, get my financials right and, like, down the right path. And I just, like, the one thing that's been, like, eating me alive, which, like, I just can't let it, is that I'm like, literally going through and regretting every single thing that I've ever done and, like, spent money on. And I'm like, I can't go back and change that.
Right.
So, like, I just need to get over it and, like, now, yeah, sure, I'm getting a really late start on it, but, like, budgeting starts now, figuring that out, like, figuring out what exactly, like, I am spending my money on, and, like, figuring out, okay, what are the fixed costs that, like, I can't change, and, like, where can I change, like, where can I give, and then, like, set aside, making sure that I'm, like, constantly setting aside some money to, like, actually save it, and not, like, dipping in unless it is 1000% necessary.
Yeah.
And like sometimes like I swear it's just like people don't think that way, and like that's totally okay, but it's been great, like good to learn, because I feel like it's really put me in a mindset. But the only thing that I'm like stressing out about is that I'm like, okay, is my life now just going to be so boring because I'm like, I just can't spend money.
No, I don't think that whatsoever. I think once you get in the groove of it and once you understand, like, oh, you know, this is my exact cost, and like it makes you really question, like, oh, is this subscription worth it? Is this worth it? Do I really need to be doing this monthly? And like that's just, I mean, budgeting is just hard, and still till this time, like I don't enjoy doing it, but it also, I have all these numbers in my head and I know what I can spend. And, you know, if I have this amount of money for eating out, groceries, and entertainment, because those are all lumped into one thing on my budget. Like, I know I have a set amount. So when I freaking go to Hudson House and get an appetizer,
like,
a full
that's it
meal
for the month,
and 2 martinis, and my total's $100, I'm like,
that's it for the month.
Right. Yeah. So it's just like, you're more conscious in your head of being like, oh shit, do I need this?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been good. And, like, I feel like I'm starting, because honestly, when I had budgeting in my head, I was like, well, loosely. No. Like, we sat down and strict, very detailed, like, and then, I mean, he was even bringing up stuff where, you know, where he's like, sometimes, you know, it's like you Venmo someone for dinner, and then, like, you forget about it because, like, you never paid, or just, like, it wasn't on the forefront of, like, your mind. But it's, like, you have to constantly be keeping track of, like, your Venmo's going in, your Venmo's going out. And, like, okay, is it I'm not one to keep money in a Venmo. To me, I think that's just insane.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm wanting someone to Venmo me, it's because I need it in my bank account.
Right.
Not to just leave it there in limbo. Like,
Yeah,
I need
I
it in my
agree.
bank account. But he's like, track all of that. Track how much you spend in Ubers a month. Like, because, yeah, sure, maybe you didn't go out to that many bars or, like, spend that much at bars. Are you still making up for that in your Ubers there and back? Because if you are, guess what? That has to cut back on, okay, you can go downtown, just don't drink so that you can drive, to, like, try to save some money or, like, cut costs. Or, like, okay, maybe, like, try to stay a little bit closer to home.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, yeah, that, like, really does put it in perspective. Because it's like, I feel like I do track my money. I do. And I don't use credit card really at all. Because I am in credit card debt, but just from like years of when I got out of college, I didn't have a job for 6 months, but I was living by myself in a one bedroom. So I was like, okay, I pay rent with the money that I'm earning from like my side jobs, and then everything else, how do I pay for it? It has to be loaded up on a credit card. Right. So now it's just, okay, like I have a plan to like get myself out of that hole, which like it happens to a lot of people. I've been talking to many people that are in the same boat as me and like same age, and they're like, yeah, no, this is the year that like I really got serious. And so yeah, I've had a lot of eye-opening experiences.
Yeah, no, but that's good that it's even like at this age, because there's some people who wait even further and further, and it just gets like worse and worse and worse. So
it kind of got to the point where with the car thing, and I was like, I don't know what to do, because like, okay, I have to somehow pay for fixes, but then everyone's saying like, oh, well, you should just start looking at new cars, and I'm like, I don't even know what I could afford or what's like a possibility of, okay, like, can I even add a car note onto all of this, because I don't have one, and so like I'm just used to not having one, right? And so then and I'm not really one to ask for help, and so I finally was just like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, Dad. XYZ. I'm in credit card debt that I've been really trying to pay off, but its interest is eating me alive. Right. I don't really know exactly like where or how my financials fall, and I don't know how to budget. Like, I don't know how to even start a budget. I don't know like the first step. And so then he was like, okay, I appreciate you being honest with me. We're going to get you on the right track.
We're going to get you going. Don't you worry.
Yeah, so.
No, but that's good. And that's exciting to like, well, I don't know if I'd use the word exciting.
It's not like, exciting at all.
To see it and being like, okay, I can get out of this if I do X, Y, and Z. Yeah. Like, I can pay everything if I do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. So.
Slay.
The
road, the never-ending road of budgeting begins.
Which brings me to a point, and I'm going to kind of jump.
Okay.
So speaking of, I was, of course, this all just fell on the same weekend. I was like really in need of some makeup because I was out. Like last week, I used the bottom of the barrel and then some. Like, I fully made it work, and I don't know how, like, of just me being out of, I say, like, so many products, but, like, not really so many products. Like, concealer, powder. Didn't have either of those. Okay, right. What do you do?
Necessities.
Yeah. And, yes, I am one to wear makeup every day to work. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, and everyone's like, just don't wear makeup every day to work. And I'm like, I just can't do that.
No, but sometimes I think that's crazy. Like, that it's a professional setting.
Exactly.
You know?
I want to look professional.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying, like, oh, you shouldn't be wearing, like, any makeup. I don't know, because I know it's a very, like, thin line, but I'm like, you want to look presentable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I would ever go into my office not wearing makeup or, like, putting something on.
Exactly. I have blonde eyelashes, blonde eyebrows. Like, I need to put something on. My skin isn't the best. Anywho. So, instead of me buying the NARS, because I do have some NARS, like, concealer left, it's just too dark. And I'm super pale. So it's like, I'm just going to do, like, all, why did I just blank? All, like, cost-effective, like, drugstore makeup. And I do use a lot of drugstore makeup in, like, my everyday routine, but I also do have a lot of, like, nicer brands.
Right.
Tell me why I still spent over $100.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like I am awful with, I want to try new makeup, even like drugstore new makeup.
Well,
but when I'm paying like $12.99, I'm not
No,
gonna try
I'm like-
and hope for the best.
No, but I fully was like, oh, I don't know. To me, it's like, when I saw the total, I, like, looked back at the prices. I was like, there's no
Yeah.
way. But, like, to me, in my head, I'm like, okay, but this was, like, $8. Like, $8. I'm at $8, and now it's $100. Like, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
How the hell did it jump? And so, now I'm trying all this new drugstore makeup, except I think I'm allergic to one of them. So, that's not good. And I'm pissed if I actually am.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's just like your skin's not used to it, and that would be like a one-time thing, and then like you'll be fine.
It freaking better
Please,
be.
God.
But
Yeah.
just, too, the fact of how expensive everything is for females, and we need the most stuff out of everybody, is just insane. Insane.
You know what's expensive? Tampons.
I was just about to say tampons
Those are expensive.
are so... I'm honestly just about to free bleed. You're expecting me to pay $20 to, like, $30 on tampons?
Yeah.
For something
that's-
that I don't even have a choice of if I want to, like, do it or not. Like, I don't want to bleed every month, but I don't have a choice. But why
Yeah,
are you making
that's
me...
one thing that I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Why are you making me pay an arm and a goddamn leg just because my body does this on its own? They
Yeah.
should be $2. A
Yeah.
full 30-pack should be $2 goddamn dollars.
Yeah, I always go to Costco and get mine just because
The
it's like the
96
bigger
pack,
pack.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just like, oh, this will, support you for 4 to 5 months. I'm like,
No, I go through that shit so fast.
so fast. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong,
No.
or like, I don't know.
I've had friends where they're like, bro, like, why are you going through them so fast? I'm sorry that if I go to the and sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any gentlemen listening, we're about to get in it, but, like, this is a major issue.
Right.
It is. But, like, every time I go to the bathroom, I'm changing my tampon.
110%.
That's so unsanitary to not
110%.
change your tampon when you go to the restroom. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
I mean, I could not agree more, but it's just crazy how many people don't do that.
It's insane how many people don't do that.
Like, they can make
Insane.
one regular box last them like 2 months.
And
I'm
I
like,
I
What?
don't understand. And I don't even pee that much.
yeah, no.
But,
Uh-uh.
like, I'm still changing my tampon multiple times a day. I'm gonna take it out when I shower. I'm gonna put a new one back in when I shower. Well, guess what? I need to pee before I go to bed, so I'm gonna put a new one in.
Yep.
As soon as I wake up, I'm gonna pee, so I'm gonna put a new one in, and then
Yep.
like I'm gonna go a few more times throughout the day. So
Yeah,
I
no,
go
I
through
could
that
not-
shit.
I could not agree more. I go through so many tampons, and that's why, like, I just have to buy it at Costco to just be, like, stocked and ready, because I can't tell you the amount of times I've been, like, digging through old purses trying to
Me
find
every
them.
month. Every month.
Old purses, old backpacks from college,
Suitcases, literally every
Everything.
single time. Every single time I am searching. But
Yeah.
it's just like, again, it's not fair. Like, why do we have to pay? And I know there's cheaper solutions, but I'm sorry. I want the ease of a tampon, and I should be able to get the ease of a tampon at a cheaper cost.
Yeah.
And then don't even get me started on hair care products.
Why do you think I don't use any? Literally, why
Well,
do you think
so-
I don't use them?
So I'm going through this hair journey. I fully think that I have to stop bleaching it because my hair is just breaking off. It's falling out, like it's breaking off. And I have been really working to try to get it to like a good place. And I think that means eventually I'm not going to be blonde. But, but I use a really nice shampoo and conditioner. And it's extremely expensive. It has changed my hair tenfold. Like, my hair the texture is great. Like, it has done miracles for my hair. But it costs like $100. Shampoo and conditioner.
Yep.
So when you see me not washing my hair for 2 weeks now, that's why.
Add some water in, shake it up, add water, shake it up.
Every single time. I'm like, you know what? I can make it last a little bit longer. Like, it's ridiculous. I didn't choose this. But, like, everything, like, girls just have to buy so many more things that are so much more expensive. Female razors, so much more expensive than male razors.
See, I think male razors work better. I use male razors till the day I die. The day I die.
I've just always only ever used, like, girl-marketed razors.
Yeah. Like the Billy or whatever it's called that everyone
Yeah, I actually use the Billy. I love it. It's great, but, like...
Yeah.
It's like $10 for a 4-pack of razors.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know how much it is, but, like, I think it's $10. But, like, and I have to shave my legs and I want to shave my legs and my armpits. Like, don't get me wrong. But, like, okay, I stopped getting my nails done, honestly, about, like, probably a year ago. It was only, like, I know I got my nails done for my birthday this past year. And then I don't think I got them done any other time.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, once before, I think, for, like, St. Patrick's Day. I got my nails done, like, last year. I haven't gotten my nails done in forever, and I won't be picking that back up again.
I mean, it's just the thing, and that's honestly, like, I loved getting my hair done, and, like, I'm a person who, like, your hair just feels better when it's dyed. And, like, dyed, done, like, all the product, like, it just
when
feels
you get
amazing.
it, like, touched up, like, a little, like, even if it's the smallest of small freaking trims, like, it just takes, like, the dead weight off. It takes the dead shit off. Like, it just makes it look a little bit more manicured. But, like, it is
when I tell you, I was spending $500+ every single time I got my hair done. Granted, I'm so glad I stopped doing it because now my hair is, like, actually healthy and, like, actually grows. But, like, I stopped because I couldn't afford it. It's not because I wanted to stop. I physically couldn't afford it anymore.
See, and this is the thing, is, like, I have, like, really, 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 really been contemplating just dyeing my hair brown. So that I don't have to get it done. I can go get a trim every 6 months.
Right.
I don't have to worry about keeping up with highlights. I'm not bleaching off my hair.
Yeah.
But I just, like, don't know if I can do it.
I know. I don't think you can either. I think when it comes to it, you're just not going to be able to pull the trigger. And that's okay. That's okay.
It's either that or it's, like, before I dye... It's either that or it's, like, before I dye my hair brunette, I kind of want to dye it, like, red. Or, like, copper.
Okay.
Not, like, red, like, copper.
Right, copper. Like cowboy copper.
But I don't know if I can pull it off, one. And two, they say if you go red copper, you cannot go back to blonde. Like, your hair will not go back to blonde until it is fully grown out. You have chopped it all off. You've chopped off the red. And, like, you have to fully start fresh.
Yeah, my friend from my old job, she went copper, and she was, like, a bright, bright blonde, and went copper, and she had it for a few months, and she's like, I want to go back blonde.
And they were like, no.
They tried stripping her hair.
It, like, damages your hair more than just bleaching it, trying to go from red to blonde.
But, like, it didn't even, like, strip anything. It was still completely red, and she's like, well, I am absolutely screwed. But now she's, like, pretty blonde again.
Did she did she dye it brunette? Or she just kept the red, grew it out, and then...
I think she kept the red and like grew out as much as she could. I want to say like sometimes you can still see like some tints of red, but like she's almost back, I would say, like fully blonde, but it's been a while. Like it has probably taken like 8 months to a year.
Oh, I've heard that like 6 years and then like you can be back.
Yeah, red is just a hard color overall to get out of your hair. Overall.
So maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, unless you're like gun-ho and you're like, I'm going
darkest
of dark.
I want something. Not. I want something different. I'm like worried, and this has nothing to do with like against brunettes or like brunette hair. I just like don't know if it's like almost like dynamic enough for me. And I know that's the wrong word, but like to me in my head, that's the right word to use. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what you mean, actually. Like, it's just not you?
Yeah, like it doesn't like, I don't know if it'll like pack a punch on me. The punch that I want to pack.
Right. Okay. I mean, it's not like you're going my color hair. I mean...
Well, I don't know. My hair lady, she keeps saying my hair's so dark. And I'm like, you know what? I haven't ever seen it so dark, so I couldn't know.
I just think you need to start with doing, like, a balayage.
But that's still putting bleach on my shit, bro. My shit's falling off.
But not as much as you're bleaching it right now.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, so it just sucks being a girl, and, like, you know, it really does. It's great being a girl. It's so great. Like, I'm sorry, I really couldn't ever imagine, like, not being a girl and, like, not having girlhood and, like, girlfriends and, like, relationships that girls have with each other. Like,
yeah.
Guys, I feel so bad that they never get to experience, like, girlhood and, like, what it's like. But, like, this shit sucks at the same time.
Yeah, it has its pros and cons.
Because it's like, why am I paying... Why do I have to pay for all this shit just to, like, look presentable in society?
To try to be pretty, try to keep up with myself in any kind of means.
And none of that shit has even anything to do with the clothes, to do with clothing. This is just, like, fully, like, to maintain, like, my presentability into the world.
Upkeep, yep.
Face wash? Pfft, I'm gonna start using a bar of soap. Like, Dove, where you at? I'm gonna start buying a bar of Dove soap.
That's what I'm saying. You can't get into the expensive stuff. You can't even dip your feet into it because then there's no going back.
Skincare, I use La Roche-Posay, which I probably should figure out the cost of that.
It's actually, there is a bigger bottle, but like the face wash, that's kind of why I haven't tried it because it's like $20 at Target.
But dude, it like actually changed my life.
I know, but I'm just like,
truly the best.
I'm also just always so scared to like switch my products because like,
see, me too.
I feel like I have sensitive skin, but I don't think I do, but like,
hence my chin rash
from your drugstore concealer.
Yeah, I'm pissed. But no, La Roche-Posay, I tried it. It fully changed my life. And then I was like, no, I can use like something a little bit cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I still need to try it. I really want to try it.
To me, it is like the best. Like, your face feels clean after you use it. Like, that's the thing. Is every now and then when I run out, I'll just see like use Morgan's. Yeah. Like, he uses some generic ass shit. Okay, generic. Like the generic, like the knockoff of like CeraVe.
Oh, okay.
Like that face wash. Like he used to, or I think it's like the knockoff of CeraVe. I don't know. And I don't know. It's like sometimes it like doesn't feel that clean. But
yeah.
like.
I can feel that just because we wear like makeup and like so much on our face that we do need like a deep cleaning.
Don't even get me started on face wipes. That shit's expensive too. Okay, we need to move on from the cost because I could make this entire episode like a budgeting and like complaining about how much the world costs. I also have I need to stop talking. I'm so sorry. I do have one tiny little thing to say. I wrote sourdough in the notes. I don't know if you
I saw
noticed.
that. Yes.
Somehow I ended up on sourdough TikTok where every other video is a sourdough video.
I'm sorry, you could not pay me to do that shit. I would rather buy it from one of my friends who's doing it. I'm not doing it.
See,
I'm not
doing it, but like sourdough is my favorite bread to ever exist.
Right.
And like I think that the sourdough videos are the most satisfying videos ever, even when they're like not sad, like even when they're chaotic. But yeah, you could not pay me $1,010,000. That shit seems so hard.
So hard, so time consuming. I mean, you have to let it rise for like 3 weeks.
People will wake up at 3 a.m. because they're like, I don't want to overproof my sourdough. Bitch, get back to bed.
No, but what's so funny is like I've been on sourdough TikTok like for a while now, and like I'll see people like cut into their sourdough, and I'm like, oh, that one's not right.
See, but then I salivate every single time, and I'm like, yeah, I just really want some sourdough bread.
No, a lot of my friends make it, and like I've had it. It's so good. I'm like, yeah, you keep making it. I'll keep eating it, please.
See, I need to befriend someone that makes it.
Yeah, you do. Because this is like a friend of a friend, but we
all get together.
My friend Natalie always hosts things at her house, and last time we were like all in the same sorority, but she was like 3 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Like she was on her way out as I was just like getting in, and she like makes sourdough for like a small like local grocery store, and like she can't keep up with like the sales. Like she can't make it fast enough because like they're selling out. Yeah,
bro, sourdough's so good.
Yeah, so she brought it to like one of our like girls' night or like events we were having. Oh my god, it was so good. Literally so good.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had like that homemade of sourdough.
Yeah. No, it was amazing. And she had like dips to dip it in and like spreads. Yeah, it was so good, to say the least.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous. But yeah, so I literally every other video I'm watching is sourdough making.
Yeah, no, it's good. I've been in deep on that, and I don't want to get out anytime soon. But hands on the Bible, I will never make my own loaf.
If you haven't seen her, which I think the whole world has, Gigi, she has like her sourdough starters called Eloise. She's like real New York Italian, and her name's Gigi. Like literally, her TikTok name is just Gigi, and she talks about Eloise, her daughter, which is her sourdough
Starter. Okay.
And her name is Eloise. She is hilarious. Search her up. She's funny. It makes it very entertaining. But yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that, but I will never make any.
Neither will.
Not doing that. But in other topics, that this is like fashion related, and I can't wait to talk about it because like I'm trying to get everyone's opinion about skinny jeans.
Okay.
So everyone's saying like, oh, they're back, but like Alex just teamed up with Frame and came out with the skinny jean because Alex wears skinny jeans, you know, quite often, like a lot more than other people would do. A ton of people have gotten rid of every single skinny jean in their closet, aka me. But what are your thoughts on a skinny jean? Let's start there.
Okay.
What do you think of them?
Well, first I want to say I don't think the skinny jean ever went away. I just think that our style changed because growing up, we only had one pair of jeans, and that was the skinny jean. So as we got older, we realized there's a whole world out here, a whole world of so many denims, and the loose baggy style came in. Now, I am not a skinny jean hater, but I'm not a skinny jean wearer.
Okay.
I do still have one pair of skinny jeans in my closet. I have not worn them in years, but I don't think I'll ever get rid of them unless they don't fit me anymore. Because I think every now and then a skinny jean is acceptable. Because sometimes I don't want to wear like my cute little boots with a like shorts or a skirt every single time.
Right.
You know? Like sometimes I want to mix it up. Sometimes a skinny jean is acceptable. Granted, you won't catch me, like, buying multiple pairs, you know?
Right.
Like, maybe a denim color, a black color, if that's, like, your vibe. But I'm totally on the train of, like, not everybody has to like them at all. I'm not, like, pro, but I'm also not against. I think it's just, I think skinny jeans will always be around. Because honestly,
skinny
they're
jeans
kind of
will always be a staple.
A staple.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I agree.
good to have. You don't have to wear it because not everyone likes them. And, like, sometimes it's just something that doesn't necessarily, like, flatter someone, which is totally fine and acceptable. But, like, they're a staple.
And that's my biggest thing is, like, I love them on other people. Like, they look amazing on Alex. Like, I wish I could look like that in skinny jeans.
I know. She looks so good.
But, like, they just do not flatter my body. I'm short, I'm stumpy, and, like, that just does not look good. No, I'm being serious. That just does not look good in a skinny jean. Like, it doesn't. Literally whatsoever. I can't pull it off. And I wish I freaking could. I literally tried some on at Target today. Well, they were more like
really?
They were more like straight. They weren't even.
I hope
skinny.
you recorded this.
No, I didn't because they look so horrific on me. Like, I'm sorry. I will be a baggy girl until I die. Until I die. Like, over the years, like, I just hate to say it, my stuff has gotten more and more and more baggy. And, like,
but I love it.
I don't care. Like, that's just, I don't know. I just can't.
It's your style.
Yeah, it's my style. It's who I am. So,
exactly.
like, when brands are collabing with me, it's going to be, like, the baggy, low-rise style. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm both. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. And, like, you're taller. So I feel like you can pull off both. I just feel like when you're short, it's just, like...
I got some long legs.
Yeah,
I like to show them off.
Exactly. I do not have long legs whatsoever. But I don't know if I want to say I'm surprised, but, like, whatever. I'm going to say it. The denim and the black skinny jeans that Alex collabed with Frame, they're both sold out. And they've sold out multiple times. And it's like...
The influence that girl has is insane. I was about to say,
like, sometimes I just think it's, like, the influence and, like... I'm sorry, like, Frame jeans aren't, like...
cheap.
Everyone can afford style. You know what I mean? Like, they're up there. Like, they're a great brand of jeans. So I was actually, like, surprised that they sold out as quickly as they did.
No, well, the thing is, like, I think that this was a genius move for them to do. And I'm glad that it came out so, like, fast, if that makes sense. Because, you know, she posted, like, oh, like, let's bring skinny jeans back. Number one, the reaction to that was, like, insane. Everyone's like, oh my god, I hate them. Like, no, the one thing, 2025, we can't bring skinny jeans back. And I'm like, babes, like, they never actually went away. Like,
right.
Half of the millennial generation still probably wears them. Like,
right.
Or, like, even older than that. Like, they're around, babes. They're around. You just don't see it that often. But I honestly can totally see, like, the lower end of Gen Z and then, like, the generation after, like, you know, like, the tail end of Gen Z and, like, the generation, like, right after. I can totally see them when they're our age. They're all just rocking skinny jeans. I can see it.
110%. I think I just feel like that's the circle of fashion. It's going to come and it's going to go. And we're even going to look back on us wearing baggy jeans when
we're all going to be like, what the hell were we thinking?
70, 80 years old. Be like, oh my God, our body's just swimming in that clothing. Like, how disgusting of us.
What our parents do now.
Right, exactly. But I was just, I don't know.
I am shocked that they sold out. Yeah, I'm shocked.
I'm shocked they sold out, and, like, I'm shocked this is Alex's first time having a product, like, in her name, if that makes sense, with it, like, a name brand. And I mean, I think it was freaking amazing. And I think it's been going since she, you know, first did the photo shoot with Frame. And I think it was, like, on a, like, billboard in Times Square. That was, like, a really big deal for her that she was absolutely loving. So I think it's been in the works for a little bit, but I mean, it came at exactly the right freaking time. And it's just like, that girl is so good at what she does.
I
mean,
I know. It's insane.
so good. I'm like, God, it's just
It's fine.
absolutely insane.
No, she is a genius. Honestly, she's a genius.
Yeah. But I would say on the topic of sold out, there also comes a time where it's just like,
It's too
God
much.
damn.
It's too
Yeah.
much. No, we have gotten to a point where it's too much, guys.
and like, when do you draw the line? Like, I teeter-tot back and forth because like, I understand you don't want to overbuy and not sell. Like, it's great to sell out, but like, it's also great to have it in stock for more than 12 minutes.
Yeah. So basically, what we're talking about is the brands that like basically utilize almost like I saw someone call it like the FOMO marketing tactic. It's like
Yeah.
FOMO marketing, fear mongering marketing, whatever. Like basically, like they have a product. So think of like the bar, think of Park, think of Dairy Boy, Daily Drills, and like every time they do a drop, they do one drop, like they do a drop and they never bring it back, and it's gone within seconds. Seconds. And to me, I get the supply and demand. I get the, their brand is so, it's like an exclusivity, but like we've gotten to a point like, okay, you need to chill the hell out. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And it's almost like gotten to a point where I saw a girl say, she's like, it is stressful when I'm shopping. Like, I want this product and I've wanted it so bad, but like, I just can't get it. Like, I can't get it because it's always sold out. And she's like, when I get on the site, I'm literally stressed about buying a goddamn sweatsuit.
It's like
Something
Ticketmaster, but like every month.
And and I get it. Again, like, it's supply and demand. Like, people want your products because it's hard to get. But
know,
we're
like,
past that.
It's hard to hate when it's like you're racking in the money. Like,
well, they are, but and I totally get the two, like, Paige Lorenz with Dairy Boy. She's gotten on and she's addressed it. She's been like, listen, her like last few drops, she's like, we've ordered the most product we have ever ordered in the history of Dairy Boy. She's like, I didn't think that we would sell through that many units. We did in 5 minutes. And she was like,
see, and that's another thing. I mean, it's just like, I think the demand with these products is always going to be so much higher than the supply. Like,
well, it is.
I need a number breakdown of the quantity you're ordering. I need to know.
She broke it down in a YouTube video. Like, she talked about how much they ordered and like how much they ordered in the past. Like, she gave like all the numbers, which again, like, does put it in perspective. Totally does put it in perspective. And like, she even explained, she's like, I'm a small business. I don't even have enough, like, I don't have enough space to like house more.
So that's another thing is like what you have to consider is like, as much as these seem like huge businesses that have a whole corporation behind them, it doesn't. So that can also be scary, ordering so many, not knowing if you'll be able to like sell it all. Like, it's just crazy that, I mean, that there's these select like 5 or 6 that just blew completely out of the freaking water. And another one I want to add in there is Set Active. Because I wanted to buy a set from Set Active, and I just went on there like on a random day, and I was like scrolling around. I was like, ooh, like, I'm going to buy this. I really like this color. I should have looked if they were in stock. Everything is sold out.
Well,
everything. And I'm like, bro.
But I do have like a few things. I think that there are some brands that do, and like, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's too much. So, and I love Daily Drills. I love Daily Drills. I like them as people. I love the brand. If I want to own Daily Drills. I want a set, like, I want so much of their product. But they lock their site. They give an access code to like exclusive members that either, like, have signed up, have purchased so much stuff so that they can access the drop before it actually opens to the public. The last drop that they did, it sold out when the site was locked. So none of the public could even receive it. And then I have another issue, and I think it's gotten to a point where it is kind of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the reason why these brands have gotten so huge is because they heavily utilized influencer marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Heavily. That's why their brands are so popular.
Right.
But why are they still heavily utilizing influencer marketing when they're giving away all of this free product to influencers that may or may not post about the product, instead of giving it to customers that have been dying to get their hands on it, have been waiting, have missed the releases, have missed, the chance to actually purchase something every single drop.
Mm-hmm.
I get influencer marketing, and I get, like, you want to, show the influencers that, post about your brand love, but also now it's like you kind of are taking away at least, like, I mean, shit, anywhere from, like, 15 to, like, a crazy amount of product.
Yeah.
Just giving it away so that you hope that they post it. And I want PR. But also, it's like, these brands, they don't need to be doing that heavily of influencer marketing at all. Because guess what? Your brand's already there. You just post about your new drop, and customers will line up, have an alarm set to get on your website to order something. And then, too, I get drops. Sorry, I have, like, a full thing. And because it's like, yes, it's gotten to a point, but, like, now they're obviously very successful, and, like, I think that they can rebuild their, like, business plan in a sense of, like, I get drops. I get having seasonal drops. I get having themed drops.
Right.
But if, like, you have a product that sells out every single time, that customers are literally commenting over and over, like, I want this product, you didn't bring it back. I want this product, you didn't bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back every drop. Like, keep your old shit, remake it. Like, obviously people want it.
Yeah, I can see that. I would like at least, like, the quote-unquote classic style to be, like, in stock as much as possible, or at least, like, pre-order.
Yeah,
I can even understand pre-order because, like,
then you know
have in mind, like, how many people are actually, like, going to buy this. I'm not against pre-order. Like, honestly, I kind of love pre-order because, like, I purchase it and then it comes, like, months later and, like, I forgot I even purchased it. So it's, like, a present to myself. But at least keeping, like, the classic ones, like, always in stock and, like, always available.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just, like, your classic items that, like, which is, like, obviously, I love the bar. That's one brand that I have literally waited in line for many drops and have purchased one too many sweatshirts. I like them because, like, I love the Park sweatshirt, but I'm sorry, I'm not paying $168 for a Park sweatshirt. I'll pay $68, but I won't pay $168.
I'm almost there because I just love it so freaking much. And I don't know, this must have been an old drop or one that, it might have been one that just came out, honestly. I don't really pay attention because, like, I swear, every single time a drop comes, like, I have no money. And that's what makes me the most mad. Is, like, I never have the money for it.
And that shouldn't be a problem of the customer having to be like, oh, shit, like, I don't have enough money. Like, it should be where a customer can be like, oh, I really, really want this. I get paid in 3 days, and I should be able to buy it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally agree with that because it always comes down to the last minute. I'm like, well, damn, I can't get this. But it's the brown on brown Park sweatshirt. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I just love that crew neck style. Like, I mean, I guess not a crew neck because it's not a crew, like the turtleneck style. I'm absolutely obsessed.
But they're probably not going to bring it back.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've gotten to the fact of, like, I don't even try to get these. Like,
well,
I'm just like,
no,
whatever.
yeah, I'm just kind of like, what? Like, honestly, I know I'm going to get a bar one because, like, to me, that's the easiest one to get out of all of these. It used to be the hardest, but then the bar really popped off. So then all of these other brands started making these, like, signature sweatshirts. And then, but, like, again, I'm just really over the FOMO marketing and almost like the fear marketing. Like,
Yeah.
I think I get it and it's worked. And, like, obviously it is still working. But I think now it's kind of veering away from, like, keeping your customer at, like, the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, especially the way that they're doing it. Like, and every single one does, like, a giveaway right before a release, which is great. That helps engagement. That helps all of that.
Right.
But maybe instead of sending them to all of these influencers, like the bar sent, I don't even know how many sweatshirts to, I don't even know how many influencers. It's like, you're telling me that, like, you're sold out?
Yeah.
No. Like, number one, you're just giving all this shit away. And then, so, like, instead, maybe cut that number in more than half and do that for, like, your followers, for your loyal customers. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure it'll go over just as well, if not better.
Yeah, I agree. And like I'm saying, I go so back and forth because I try to look at it as in, like, if I owned a business, like, I would love to sell out every damn
me
time
too.
and, like, not have to worry about it. And then I just also think about, like, how big their team actually is.
Which
because,
a
like,
lot of them are tiny. And I
Yeah, they're-
totally get that. But then,
Right.
okay, like, obviously now you're big, like, you're starting to become a bigger company, and I feel like most of them by now have, like, they can hire on a couple more people and,
Right.
like, even hold stock or do pre-orders and, like,
Mm-hmm.
manage and, like, be able to manage the influx of customers and, like, purchases.
Right, because it seems like as soon as they, like, sell out, they're already starting, like, on their next drop. So I'm wondering if it's like I don't know, like, not enough time, not enough people working on it, or I don't know what it is, but I think it just comes back to always keep the classic one in stock, have it designated, a white one, a black one, a gray, whatever you want to do, just like your OG that everyone loves.
Yeah, just bring it back. Like,
Yeah.
or even just don't hype up these, like, huge drops. Like, your shit's gonna sell out anyways. Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think a brand should do? Is I think that they should do because the thing is like, girls are checking these sites constantly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know I do. I check websites, I check socials just to see, like, just to see maybe someone returned something and so then they uploaded something back on the site because,
Right.
like, it was a return. I think it would be genius for a brand to do a drop and don't even announce it. And I bet I bet all of my money.
It would still sell out.
That it would be sold out within minutes still because of how many people check back.
Yeah, because how many people check, how many people are going to be posting that on social media.
And I swear a brand should do it. And then guess what? After you sold out, you can go to social media and be like, okay, like, we did something crazy and we actually went live on the site before we even announced anything and we're sold out now.
Yeah.
But guess what? We have some more in stock. So we're going to do another drop next week.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I think that would even be cool to see it, like, statistic-wise of, like, how fast you can freaking sell out when you don't tell a soul. You just post it on your website and see how it goes.
Well, and that's, like, why I really like Odd Muse. Odd Muse is that, UK brand where she makes all the dresses. And, like, her stuff sells out so fast, but she is constantly doing pre-orders. She's, like, taking tallies of, like, okay, are, like, people actually, if we do a restock, are people actually going to buy my product? If not, then I'm not going to restock it.
Right.
And every single time she's like, oh yeah. And then there's, like, certain styles she's constantly just being, like, getting made because they're the favorites and, like, they sell out every single time. So she just constantly has them, like, more inventory being made of those select items, which is so smart. Like, that is a business model that needs to be brought back.
Yeah, I agree. And I hope to see some business owners doing that and see where we can go from there because it's driving me a little bit insane. But
Me too.
well,
It's the FOMO marketing, and I hate it.
No, it literally is. But I would say to finish up this episode, hit on the Super Bowl because
Yeah.
I think we're rooting for different people this year.
Yeah, because I'm so sorry. I'm sick and tired of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay? I wanted the Commanders and the Bills to be in the Super Bowl this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because the underdogs deserve a chance.
I wanted the Bills to
But
win
guess what?
so bad.
That shit didn't happen. So the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Chiefs have had their time. I can't stand either team. But honestly, there's a lot more celebrities that are Eagles fans, so I'll hop on that bandwagon.
Yeah,
I'll
I really
hop on
wanted the
that
Bills to
bandwagon.
win. Like, he just deserved to win so bad. And, like, oh, just the defeat in his eyes when,
I
like,
know.
he knew they had lost. I was like, oh, my God, no. But, yeah, I'm going for the Chiefs just because, like, I'm an OG Cowboys fan at heart. And, like, there's not a team we hate more than the Eagles. Like, there's just no way I could ever go for them. So it's the Chiefs for me, but honestly, like this whole season, I could care less about anything because the Cowboys suck so bad, like I can't even watch. So I really haven't kept up with anything until like these past games of where I was really rooting for the Bills, and now it's just like I could care less, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, of course, it had to be the Chiefs versus the Eagles again.
Again, like, can we switch it up? This isn't even fun and entertaining anymore. Like,
and so, and y'all are all gonna hate. It's just like the same thing with the Chiefs, the same type of posts that like, okay,
yep.
Let's can we move on? Like, can we talk about something else?
Yeah,
just a little bit.
I definitely agree, but I just hate the Eagles so much. I just can't.
I know.
So Chiefs it is.
But hopefully the Eagles win. Hopefully
the
Eagles win because honestly, the reactions of the Chiefs, I can't. I'll have to block all of the accounts that post about it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. They have a bye week next week, and then they play the 9th, 8th or 9th
it's the
of
9th.
February? The 9th of February.
In New Orleans, Louisiana.
Ooh, yes.
Get on NOLA at the Superdome. And then
I forgot it is there.
2 weeks later, it's Mardi Gras.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another fun things. Obviously, like Valentine's Day is coming up. Guess what else is coming up? It has to do with me and Morgan.
Your 4 year? 5 years? 4 years?
My longest,
That's crazy.
My longest boyfriend ever.
Oh, when is y'all's anniversary?
So we don't actually know. It's either February like 5th or 6th.
Okay.
We couldn't tell you which one. Every year we change the date on when we celebrate it, so we don't actually know.
Whatever weekend's
It's
closest.
just a guesstimate.
Yeah.
So yeah. Just thought that was funny. My longest boyfriend.
Yeah. Wish I was right there with you, but
Hey, it took
here
me
I
a
am.
long time to get here. A lot of really bad guys, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of tears, a lot of nasty men.
yeah, I
kicked-
feel like I've had my fair share, but we'll see.
Kicked through some tires.
Hey, as you should. To find the one,
Yeah.
you do it again and again and again.
I kicked a buttload of tires. A full tire.
Factory.
Yeah. A full tire factory. But I think that's all for now. I need to stop yapping and give y'all's ears a break.
But we will see y'all next week. Thanks again for listening.
Bye.